I think you hit the nail on the head when you said sustainability has become a buzzword. That word means many, many things, and it means different things to different organizations. Our mission is not an environmentally based mission. So for us, we see sustainability as creating self-sufficiency. So if the coffee community is not self-sufficient at any level, it will not thrive, and coffee will go away, which is not something that any of us want to see happen. So for our niche in sustainability, we provide the education and training so that producers become good stewards of their own resources. They know how much water, they know how much it costs to produce this coffee. So well-educated agricultural communities are more sustainable. They're more self-sufficient and informed of the cost and the sell price. So in order to keep that industry viable from our niche, that is the role that we play. Our long range vision is self-sufficiency, so that the education, the various levels of education that we provide becomes part of their infrastructure, so that we don't need to continue to help or assist or bring trainings to them, that it becomes part of their daily operations and it becomes part of their leadership, so that leaders are empowered to provide that education to their collectives. So we train trainers, we train leaders so that there is self-sufficiency and we don't need to keep coming back. And as much as we'd love to go, that's not sustainable for us to have to, or anyone, right, to have to keep going to a community. So the day that they say, thank you, we don't need you anymore, is a good day.
You're so correct that this is a global problem, and it's important for all of us to realize that no single company, NGO, government is going to be able to tackle this or come up with a perfect solution all on their own. It's going to take collaborative effort from a whole group of people. And again, it's a matter of looking at exploitation. In this case, exploitation of the environment based on our usual systems of trade, based on how industry interacts and defines its relationship with the environment. And so I think that while there are these individual groups that are trying to build awareness around these issues, and in some cases creating strategies to help deal with it, it's going to take more and more conversation and recognition on a global level. Now, I'm embarrassed to say that, I'm right now in the US and I'm an American citizen. And, America has probably done less than anybody, especially in the last 3 years, to address this very, very important topic. So, I think that fair trade's core strength is this interconnected network of stakeholders between the producers, the cooperatives, the producer networks, the national fair trade organizations, and Fair Trade International itself. So we're really prepared and, I guess, structured to help to affect change on a global level very quickly once answers become available, but the answers aren't coming. So what we're trying to do is partner with a whole host of different international organizations to help farmers prepare. It used to be mitigation and adaptation, and now I think that everyone's really talking about adaptation. Climate change is here to stay for the foreseeable future, and so how do we prepare for it? Again, we think that the core strength of fair trade is around the economic viability of producer communities, and unless they can actually make a decent living, they're going to be ill-prepared to tackle any of these sorts of issues in a really, really constructive way.
I think one thing that I want to make sure to sort of reverse in your questioning is that the IWCA Global Organization, we don't teach our chapters, right? Our chapters are the teachers. When I'm asked, what is the vision for the IWCA? What is my vision for the IWCA? My vision for the IWCA is a kaleidoscope of the visions created and shared by our chapters. And I share that kaleidoscope example because I think it's important to sort of reframe the ask about, do we teach our chapters? No, our chapters are teaching and sharing with us. Right? Core to the IWCA is the value of sustainability. And on our website, I'll read it specifically for you. The IWCA supports programs that foster harmony of environmental, social, and economic impact. To your question of definition, that's our definition. And that's the definition as our second listed value that's upheld by every one of our chapters. So if this is not of value to you, becoming an IWCA chapter is not the right fit for the solutions you're seeking. But in terms of how that is embodied, how that plays out in terms of programming related to soil erosion or the use of chemicals, et cetera, the stronger our chapters are at forming partnerships, the more they are able to partner with the context-educated experts in those particular topics and provide their members and communities with access to resources and trainings on those topics related to environmental sustainability, but also economic and social sustainability.